Welcome, dear listeners. I am Mooncat, and tonight we journey through the shadowed alleys and towering spires of Gotham City. As we delve into the tales of Gotham's iconic landmarks, if you enjoy our nocturnal adventure, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Now, let us begin our journey into the heart of Gotham. The motorcycle's engine purrs softly as you navigate the winding roads leading to the outskirts of Gotham. The night is a velvet cloak, the stars mere pinpricks in its vast expanse, and the moon a ghostly sentinel. As you ascend the final hill, the imposing silhouette of Wayne Manor emerges from the darkness, a Gothic masterpiece perched on the edge of the city like a guardian of secret. Wayne Manor stands as a testament to the grandeur of a bygone era, its towering spires reaching toward the heavens, cloaked in ivy that weaves through the ancient stonework. The Manor's facade is a symphony of Gothic architecture, with arched windows and intricate carvings that seem to whisper stories of the past. The iron gates creak open, allowing you passage into this sanctum of history and mystery. The grounds of Wayne Manor are meticulously maintained, a stark contrast to the wildness of the surrounding forest. Manicured lawns stretch out before you, dotted with statues that stand as silent sentinels, their eyes ever watchful. The moonlight casts a silvery glow over the landscape, illuminating the path that leads to the front entrance. As you dismount your motorcycle, the faint rustle of leaves and the distant hoot of an owl are the only sounds that break the silence. The manor looms above you, its grand entrance framed by towering columns and a massive wooden door, intricately carved with scenes of valor and guardianship. The air is thick with the scent of old stone and blooming night flowers, a heady mix that evokes a sense of timelessness. In the moonlit courtyard, a solitary figure moves with quiet purpose. Alfred Pennyworth, the ever-loyal butler, tends to the grounds with a meticulous care that speaks of his dedication to the Wayne family. His movements are deliberate, each action imbued with a reverence for the history and legacy of this storied place. The lines of age and experience on his face tell of a life spent in service, his loyalty unwavering through the years. Alfred pauses in his work, his gaze lifting to meet yours. There is a moment of mutual acknowledgement, a silent understanding of the weight of the history that surrounds you. He nods politely before returning to his duties, his presence a reminder that even in the stillness of night, the manor is never truly at rest. You walk slowly towards the grand entrance, each step echoing softly against the stone pathway. The door opens with a gentle push, revealing the opulent interior of Wayne Manor. The grand foyer is a marvel of Gothic elegance, with high ceilings adorned with chandeliers that cast a warm golden light. Rich tapestries hang on the walls, depicting scenes of knights and dragons, their colours muted by the passage of time. The air inside is cool, carrying the faint scent of aged wood and leather-bound books. A grand staircase spirals upwards, its banister polished to a gleam. Portraits of Wayne ancestors line the walls, their stern gazes following you as you move through the space. Each face is a piece of the Wayne legacy, a testament to the family's enduring presence in Gotham. In the library, a massive fireplace crackles with a gentle fire, casting flickering shadows across the room. The shelves are lined with volumes of literature and history, their spines worn with use. A large, ornate desk sits in the center, papers neatly arranged. a testament to the meticulous nature of Bruce Wayne's alter ego. As you explore the manor, the sense of history is palpable, each room a chapter in the story of the Wayne family. The dining hall, with its long, polished table and high-backed chairs, speaks of grand gatherings and intimate family dinners. The drawing room, with its plush armchairs and delicate china, hints at moments of quiet reflection and conversation. Outside, the gardens stretch out in a labyrinth of hedges and flower beds, a place where beauty and tranquility reign. The moonlight dances on the surface of a small pond, where koi fish glide gracefully beneath the water. Benches are strategically placed throughout, offering places of respite and contemplation. As you mount your motorcycle once more, the manor behind you, there is a sense of having glimpsed something profound and timeless. Wayne Manor, with its Gothic splendor and quiet strength, stands as a beacon in the night, a reminder of the enduring legacy of the Wayne family. The engine roars to life and you ride back down the winding road, the manor's silhouette slowly fading into the darkness, leaving you with a deep sense of the history and mystery that pervades Gotham City. The cityscape of Gotham unfolds before you like a somber tapestry as you ride towards the heart of the metropolis. The streets, slick with the sheen of recent rain, reflect the city's glow in a kaleidoscope of muted colors. The hum of your motorcycle is a constant, steady rhythm against the background of Gotham's nocturnal symphony. You navigate through the labyrinthine alleys and broad boulevards until the stark, angular silhouette of the Gotham City Police Department headquarters looms into view. Jet headquarters stands as a bastion of order amidst the city's pervasive chaos. The building's architecture is utilitarian yet imposing, with sharp lines and a facade of cold stone and steel. The exterior is lit by a series of harsh, fluorescent lights that cast a clinical glow, harsh against the encroaching darkness. Tall, narrow windows pierce the building's face, each one a silent witness to the struggles within. As you dismount and approach the entrance, the air is filled with the distant wail of sirens and the murmur of activity that never truly ceases within these walls. The double doors of reinforced glass slide open with a hiss, welcoming you into the frenetic heart of Gotham's law enforcement. Inside, the atmosphere is a blend of urgency and fatigue. The lobby, with its high ceiling and marble floors, echoes with the sounds of hurried footsteps and hushed conversations. The light here is dimmer, more subdued, casting long shadows that dance across the walls adorned with plaques and commendations. A large emblem of the CHEP dominates the space, a symbol of justice and duty etched in brass. Commissioner James Gordon is the first to catch your eye, a figure of quiet authority amidst the bustle. His presence commands respect, his weathered face a map of experience and determination. He stands at the center of a group of detectives, their heads bent in discussion over a spread of case files. The weight of Gotham's myriad troubles seems to rest upon his shoulders, yet there is a resolve in his gaze that speaks of unyielding commitment. As you observe, Gordon's voice carries through the room, measured and calm, despite the urgency of their conversation. His words are a blend of strategy and support, guiding his team through the labyrinthine complexities of their latest case. Around him, the detectives, men and women marked by the relentless grind of their profession. Listen intently, their expressions a mix of wariness and determination. You walk further into the building, passing by rows of desks cluttered with paperwork and the detritus of long hours spent in pursuit of justice. The walls here are lined with bulletin boards pinned with photographs, maps, and evidence. Silent chronicles of Gotham's darkest moments. Each desk tells a story, each file a piece of the puzzle that is Gotham's criminal underworld. In a corner, a young officer, his uniform crisp and his eyes bright, with the fire of dedication, types furiously at a computer, his focus unwavering. Nearby, a seasoned detective with greying hair and a perpetual scowl flips through a dossier, his brow furrowed in concentration. The contrast between the fresh idealism of youth and the hardened pragmatism of experience is stark, yet both are united in their purpose. The interrogation rooms, with their stark, bare walls and single metal tables, hold an almost palpable tension. You catch a glimpse through one-way glass of an interview in progress, an officer questioning a suspect. Their voices a low murmur that occasionally spikes with intensity. The drama of human conflict plays out here, a microcosm of the larger battle waged in Gotham's streets. Moving through the maze of corridors, you come to the holding cells. The heavy, reinforced doors are a grim reminder of the human cost of crime. In the dim light, you see the weary faces of those confined within, a mix of defiance, resignation, and sorrow. The guards move with practiced efficiency, their expressions professional, but not unkind, aware of the fine line they walk between control and compassion. As you make your way back towards the main floor, the sense of duty and determination within these walls is almost tangible. The officers and detectives of the GCPD are Gotham's frontline defenders, their daily struggles a testament to their courage and resilience. They are the city's unsung heroes, their efforts often overshadowed by the more dramatic exploits of Gotham's vigilantes, yet no less critical to the fabric of the city's survival. You step outside once more, the night air cool against your face, the distant hum of the city a constant background. The GCPD Headquarters, with its relentless activity and steadfast guardians, stands as a beacon of order in the chaos of Gotham. As you mount your motorcycle and ride into the night, the image of Commissioner Gordon and his tireless team stays with you, a reminder of the quiet, unyielding strength that underpins the city's fight against darkness. The journey from GCPD Headquarters to Gotham City Hall is a brief one, a passage through the very heart of Gotham's bustling core. The city's pulse beats steadily as you weave through the streets, your motorcycle a whispering ghost in the night. Neon lights and towering skyscrapers give way to the imposing, neoclassical grandeur of Gotham City Hall, a fortress of governance amidst the urban sprawl. Gotham City Hall stands tall and proud, its stone facade weathered by time, yet unyielding, a testament to the city's enduring spirit. The building's architecture is a symphony of stately columns and grand steps, bathed in the pale glow of the moon. The intricate carvings that adorn the entrance tell tales of justice, civic duty, and the weight of responsibility that rests on the shoulders of those within. As you approach, the towering pillars cast long shadows, creating an almost otherworldly atmosphere. The cool night air carries the faint scent of rain, mingling with the aroma of ancient stone and freshly cut grass from the surrounding garden. The steps leading up to the grand entrance are flanked by statues of past city leaders, their stern visages gazing out into the night. eternal sentinels of Gotham's civic life. Inside Gotham City Hall is a labyrinth of corridors and chambers, each echoing with the whispered secrets of countless political machinations. The foyer is a vast expanse of marble, the polished floors reflecting the dim light of chandeliers that hang like spectral guardians from the high ceiling. Ornate arches frame the entrance to various halls, their Gothic elegance a nod to the city's storied past. In the main council chamber, the air is thick with the gravitas of governance. The room is dominated by a large circular table, around which the city's leaders gather to debate and decide the fate of Gotham. Tonight, the chamber is alive with activity. The city officials are engaged in a heated discussion, their voices a blend of urgency and authority, punctuated by the occasional sharp retort or fervent plea. Mayor Hamilton Hill, his figure robust and his demeanor commanding, stands at the head of the table. His voice, rich and resonant, fills the chamber as he navigates the complex web of city politics. Around him, council members lean forward, their faces etched with the lines of stress and determination. The flickering candlelight casts their shadows against the panelled walls, creating a tableau of power and responsibility. In the corners of the chamber, advisors and aides move with practiced efficiency, their whispers a constant undercurrent to the main discourse. These individuals, though often unseen and unheard in the broader narrative, are the lifeblood of Gotham's political engine. Their efforts, meticulous and tireless, ensure the smooth operation of the city's vast bureaucracy. Beyond the council chamber, the hallways of City Hall are lined with portraits of former mayors and council members, their eyes following you as you pass. Each portrait is a window into a different era of Gotham's history, a reminder of the cyclical nature of power and the enduring legacy of those who have shaped the city. You make your way to the mayor's private office, a sanctum of authority and introspection. The room is richly appointed, with dark wood paneling, leather-bound books lining the shelves, and a large, imposing desk at its center. The heavy drapes are drawn back to reveal a panoramic view of the city, the lights of Gotham stretching out like a sea of stars beneath the night sky. Mayor Hill stands by the window, his gaze distant, lost in contemplation. The burdens of leadership are evident in the stoop of his shoulders, the furrow of his brow. He is a man caught between the ideals of public service and the harsh realities of political life. As you observe him, you can almost hear the silent questions that plague him. Questions of legacy, of impact, of the delicate balance between power and morality. Leaving the office, you wander through the quieter parts of City Hall. The stillness here is profound, the only sound the soft echo of your footsteps against the marble floor. In the archives, rows upon rows of documents and records stretch into the dimly lit distance, a testament to the administrative heartbeat of the city. The scent of old paper and ink fills the air, a comforting reminder of the continuity of governance. Your journey through Gotham City Hall ends as you step back into the night. The building stands behind you, a bastion of civic duty and the complexities of power. As you mount your motorcycle and ride away, the grand edifice fades into the distance, yet its presence lingers in your mind. A symbol of the intricate dance of governance that shapes Gotham's destiny. The journey from Gotham City Hall to Crime Alley takes you deeper into the heart of the city, where the echoes of history and the shadows of tragedy intertwine. The streets narrow and darken as you approach, the grand facades of Gotham civic buildings giving way to more modest, weather-beaten structures. The hum of your motorcycle grows softer as you slow to navigate the labyrinthine alleyways, each turn bringing you closer to a place where the city's pulse seems to falter and time itself feels suspended. Crime Alley is a narrow, dimly lit passageway, its cobblestone street glistening with a recent rainfall. The air here is thick with a sense of melancholy, the lingering scent of damp stone and decay mingling with the faint aroma of street food from nearby vendors. The alley is flanked by tall, oppressive buildings, their windows darkened, their walls cloaked in layers of graffiti and posters that peel away like the remnants of forgotten dreams. As you dismount and walk your motorcycle into the alley, the atmosphere shifts, becoming almost palpably heavy with the weight of past sorrows. The streetlights cast long, flickering shadows that dance across the uneven pavement, their feeble glow doing little to dispel the pervasive gloom. This is a place where history lingers, where the past is not merely remembered but felt, a tangible presence in the air. The site of the Wayne family tragedy is unmarked by any grand monument, yet it stands as one of Gotham's most hallowed grounds. Here, beneath a solitary street lamp that casts a ghostly halo, Thomas and Martha Wayne met their untimely end, leaving young Bruce Wayne to forge his destiny in the crucible of loss. The shadows of that fateful night seem to stretch eternally, an unbroken chain linking the past with the present. Tonight, Crime Alley is not deserted. In the dim light, you see figures moving with a quiet, almost spectral grace. A homeless man huddles beneath a tattered blanket, his worldly possessions gathered around him like a makeshift fortress against the night. His eyes, though weary, hold a spark of defiance, a testament to the indomitable spirit of Gotham's forgotten souls. Nearby, a group of street children play a game of makeshift soccer, their laughter a poignant contrast to the somber surroundings. Their clothes are patched and worn, their faces smudged with the grime of the streets. Yet their joy is infectious, a bright spark in the darkness. They navigate the alley with an ease born of familiarity, their movements a dance of survival and resilience. Further down, an elderly woman tends to a small, makeshift shrine at the base of a crumbling wall. The flickering candles and faded photographs tell a story of loss and remembrance, a silent vigil for a loved one lost to the city's relentless cycle of violence. Her hands, though gnarled with age, move with a tenderness that speaks of enduring love and unbroken devotion. A street performer, his silhouette outlined against the dim glow of a nearby street lamp, strums a guitar and sings a melancholic tune. His voice, raw and soulful, fills the alley with a haunting melody that seems to echo off the walls, a lament for the dreams lost and the lives shattered. The few coins scattered at his feet are a testament to the generosity of strangers, a small beacon of hope amidst the desolation. As you walk deeper into Crime Alley, the sounds and sights of the city fade into the background, replaced by the quiet murmurs of those who call this place home. The alley is a microcosm of Gotham itself, a place where the past and present coexist in a fragile, uneasy balance. It is here, in the heart of the city's darkness, that the resilience of the human spirit shines brightest. You pause for a moment, taking in the scene before you. The figures that move through the shadows are not mere victims of circumstance, but living testaments to the strength and tenacity that define Gotham. Each face tells a story, each life a thread in the intricate tapestry of the city's history. As you mount your motorcycle once more and prepare to leave, the echoes of Crime Alley linger in your mind. The alley, with its haunting beauty and quiet despair, is a reminder of the enduring legacy of the Wayne family tragedy and the indomitable spirit of those who continue to fight for survival. The engine roars to life and you ride away, the alley fading into the distance, yet its presence remains, a silent witness to the darkness and light that coexist in the heart of Gotham City. The journey from Crime Alley to Blackgate Penitentiary is a stark transition, moving from the haunted heart of Gotham to its grim outer edges. The city's vibrancy fades as you approach the looming silhouette of Blackgate, a fortress of stone and iron set against the backdrop of the Gotham River. The penitentiary stands isolated, an island of despair cut off from the rest of the world, both literally and metaphorically. As you ride closer, the penitentiary's formidable walls rise up like the ramparts of a medieval castle, their surfaces scarred by time and weather. The air grows colder, carrying with it the faint scent of brine and the iron tang of rust. The moonlight casts long shadows across the landscape, turning the penitentiary into a dark monolith, a silent sentinel guarding the secrets within. Dismounting your motorcycle, you approach the main gate, a massive structure of wrought iron and reinforced steel. The gate creaks open with a sound that echoes through the night, a foreboding announcement of your arrival. Inside, the atmosphere is heavy with the weight of countless stories of confinement and suffering, each one a testament to the human capacity for both darkness and endurance. The courtyard of Blackgate Penitentiary is a bleak expanse of cracked concrete and sparse vegetation, a no man's land between freedom and incarceration. Floodlights bathe the area in a harsh, unrelenting glare, casting stark shadows that exaggerate the harsh lines of the penitentiary's architecture. The walls, high and unyielding, are crowned with coils of razor wire that glint malevolently in the artificial light. As you pass through the courtyard, you observe the guards on their rounds, their expressions a mix of vigilance and fatigue. They move with a practiced efficiency, their footsteps echoing against the stone walls. Each guard is a cog in the intricate machine that is Blackgate, their presence a reminder of the delicate balance between order and chaos that must be maintained within these walls. Inside the main building, the air is cool and sterile, carrying the faint smell of antiseptic mingled with the underlying vault stone and metal. The corridors are narrow and dimly lit, their walls lined with barred windows that offer fleeting glimpses into the cells beyond. The distant sounds of clanging metal doors and muted voices create a constant dissonant symphony, a reminder of the lives that exist in confinement here. The cell blocks are a stark contrast to the outside world, their interiors stripped of any pretense of comfort or humanity. The cells themselves are small and utilitarian, each one a cage designed to hold a single soul. As you walk past, you catch glimpses of the inmates within, their faces marked by the passage of time and the weight of their sentences. Some stare blankly at the walls, lost in their own thoughts, while others watch you with a mixture of curiosity and suspicion. In one cell, a man sits at a small metal desk, writing furiously in a tattered notebook. His face is a study in concentration, his brow furrowed and his eyes intense. The pages of his notebook are filled with dense, cramped handwriting, a torrent of thoughts and reflections that spill onto the paper in a desperate attempt to capture something of the world beyond these walls. Further along, you pass a cell where an inmate stands at the barred window, his hands gripping the cold metal as he gazes out at the night sky. His posture is one of quiet resignation, his shoulders slumped as if bearing the weight of the world. The moonlight casts a pale glow on his face, highlighting the lines of age and weariness that speak of a life spent in captivity. In the solitary confinement wing, the atmosphere grows even more oppressive. The cells here are smaller, their interiors stripped of all but the barest necessities. The silence is almost complete, broken only by the occasional distant cry or the shuffle of feet. The inmates in this wing are isolated not only from the outside world but from each other, their solitude a further layer of punishment. One cell stands out, its occupant a young woman with piercing eyes and a defiant expression. She paces the small space like a caged animal, her movements quick and restless. There is a fire in her gaze, a spark of resistance that refuses to be extinguished by the harsh realities of her confinement. She pauses for a moment, meeting your gaze through the bars, and there is a fleeting connection, a silent understanding of the human spirit's resilience. Leaving the solitary wing, you make your way to the infirmary, a place where the physical and psychological wounds of incarceration are tended. The air here is thick with the scent of antiseptic and the quiet murmur of medical staff. The beds are occupied by inmates in various states of distress, their faces pale and drawn. The nurses and doctors move with a calm efficiency, their expressions a blend of compassion and professional detachment. As you exit the infirmary and make your way back towards the courtyard, the sense of containment and control begins to lift, replaced by the open air and the distant sound of the river. The walls of Blackgate Penitentiary stand tall and unyielding behind you, a fortress of solitude and suffering. As you mount your motorcycle and ride away, the penitentiary fades into the darkness, a reminder of the complex interplay of justice and humanity that defines Gotham. The engine's roar is a sharp contrast to the heavy silence of Blackgate, a return to the living pulse of the city. The road ahead is long and winding, leading you back into the heart of Gotham, where the next chapter of your journey awaits. Leaving the somber confines of Blackgate Penitentiary behind, you ride towards a place where the line between sanity and madness blurs into obscurity. The road winds through Gotham, carrying you away from the city's pulse and into the shadowy embrace of Arkham Asylum. The Asylum, an edifice of Gothic foreboding, sits on the outskirts of the city, perched like a brooding gargoyle overlooking a valley of despair. Arkham Asylum is a monument to the complexities of the human mind, its Gothic revival architecture a testament to a time when beauty and horror were inextricably linked. As you approach, the looming turrets and battlements of the asylum emerge from the mist, their silhouettes stark against the night sky. The stone walls are draped in ivy, nature's futile attempt to soften the building's harsh lines. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and the distant echo of the river, creating an ambience that is both serene and unsettling. The gates of Arkham swing open with a groan of ancient metal, and you guide your motorcycle into the cobblestone courtyard. The courtyard is a study in contrasts, meticulously maintained gardens, lying in stark opposition to the oppressive architecture. The moonlight casts a spectral glow over the scene, highlighting the dichotomy of tranquility and torment that defines Arkham. As you dismount and walk towards the entrance, the silence is broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves and the distant, mournful cry of a night bird. The massive wooden doors, adorned with iron filigree, creak open to reveal the dimly lit interior of the asylum. The foyer is vast and shadowy, with high ceilings that disappear into darkness, and walls lined with portraits of stern-faced benefactors and past directors. The flickering candlelight creates a play of light and shadow, casting dancing patterns on the worn stone floor. Dr. Jeremiah Arkham, the current director and guardian of this labyrinth of minds, stands in the center of the foyer. His tall, gaunt figure is framed by the gloom, and his eyes, though kind, hold the weight of countless stories of madness and suffering. He greets you with a nod, his voice low and steady, a calming presence amidst the turmoil that lies within these walls. You follow Dr. Arkham through the winding corridors, each step echoing with the whispers of the past. The walls are lined with heavy wooden doors, each one a barrier between the fragile minds within and the world outside. The air is cool and carries the faint scent of disinfectant, a reminder of the clinical nature of this place. In the main ward, you observe the patients, each one a unique study in the human condition. Some sit quietly, lost in their own thoughts, while others engage in muted conversations, their voices blending into a low hum. The staff move with practiced efficiency, their expressions a blend of compassion and detachment. Among them, you notice Dr. Harleen Quinzel, her bright eyes filled with a mix of curiosity and empathy as she interacts with a patient. Her presence is a reminder of the fine line between healer and those who themselves may be healed. As you continue deeper into the asylum, the atmosphere grows heavier, the air thicker with the weight of the minds confined here. The security wing, where the most dangerous and disturbed are held, is a fortress within a fortress. The walls are reinforced steel, the doors equipped with heavy locks and small observation windows. Here, the cries and mutterings of the inmates are more pronounced, a symphony of madness that reverberates through the halls. In one cell, you glimpse the pale, gaunt face of Victor Zas, his body marked with countless scars, each one a testament to a life taken. He paces like a caged animal, his eyes hollow and devoid of hope. In another, you see Jervis Tetch, the Mad Hatter, muttering to himself, his fingers forever twitching as if tracing the patterns of an unseen tea party. These are the faces of Arkham's darkness, the souls caught in the grip of their own madness. The solitary confinement cells are the most harrowing, small and devoid of light, save for a single, narrow window that allows a sliver of moonlight to penetrate the gloom. Here the silence is almost palpable, a heavy blanket that smothers any hint of sound. The inmates within are isolated, not only from the world but from their own fractured minds, their solitude a reflection of the deepest depths of human despair. Dr. Arkham leads you to the final part of the tour, the therapy rooms where attempts are made to heal the broken minds of Gotham. The rooms are sparsely furnished with sturdy chairs and tables, the walls lined with books and therapeutic tools. Here you witness a session in progress. Dr. Quinzel working with a patient, her voice soothing and steady as she guides them through the labyrinth of their own thought. The scene is one of quiet determination, a stark contrast to the chaos that reigns in other parts of the asylum. As you leave Arkham Asylum, the weight of the place lingers with you. The asylum is a microcosm of Gotham's own struggles, a place where darkness and light, hope and despair are in constant battle. The gates close behind you with a final, resonant thud, sealing the world of Arkham back within its own boundaries. Mounting your motorcycle, you take one last look at the asylum, its turrets silhouetted against the night sky, a dark sentinel standing watch over the tortured souls within. The engine roars to life, and you ride away, the road ahead leading you back into the heart of Gotham, where the next chapter of your journey awaits. The shadows of Arkham remain in your mind, a reminder of the fragile line between sanity and madness, and the enduring struggle to understand the human psyche. Leaving behind the somber walls of Arkham Asylum, you ride deeper into Gotham's industrial heart, a labyrinth of factories and warehouses that hums with a different kind of life. The air grows thicker with the acrid scent of industry, a mix of oil, metal, and something more toxic. Your destination is Ace Chemicals, a place steeped in infamy, where the line between science and sorcery seems perilously thin. Ace Chemicals looms ahead, a sprawling complex of rusted pipes and towering smokestacks that belch noxious fumes into the night sky. The factory silhouette is a jagged, chaotic sprawl, its buildings connected by a web of metal catwalks and conveyor belt. The moonlight struggles to penetrate the thick haze, casting an eerie, diffused glow over the scene. The air is cold and damp, carrying the faint, metallic tang of chemicals that have seeped into the very soil. You park your motorcycle at the edge of the complex, the engine's rumble fading into the ambient hum of machinery. The entrance to Ace Chemicals is a massive iron gate, its surface pitted with rust and age. Beyond the gate, the factory is a maze of dark corridors and open yards, each corner holding the promise of discovery or danger. The shadows here are deep and long, filled with the whisper of the past and the silent watchfulness of the present. As you walk through the gate, the scale of the operation becomes clear. Tanks and silos rise like monolithic guardians, their surfaces slick with moisture and grime. The ground underfoot is a patchwork of cracked concrete and metal grates, slick with the residue of countless chemical spills. The air is heavy with a sense of foreboding, as if the very molecules vibrate with the echoes of past catastrophes. In the distance you see a lone figure, a security guard patrolling the perimeter. His steps are measured and deliberate, his flashlight cutting through the darkness in rhythmic sweeps. The guard's face is lined with fatigue, his eyes reflecting the dull glow of the factory lights. He pauses occasionally to peer into the shadows, a solitary sentinel in this industrial wasteland. Further into the complex, the buildings become more densely packed, their walls covered in a patchwork of rust and peeling paint. The main processing plant is the heart of Ace Chemicals, a cavernous space filled with massive vats and intricate piping. The machinery here is ancient and labyrinthine, a testament to decades of ceaseless operation. The sound of hissing steam and the low rumble of pumps creates a constant background noise, a mechanical symphony that speaks of industry and transformation. As you explore, the history of Ace Chemicals unfolds around you. This is the place where years ago a man fell into a vat of chemicals and emerged as the Joker, Gotham's most notorious villain. The very air seems to remember the event, carrying with it a sense of unnatural change, as if the molecules themselves have been altered by the madness that was born here. The shadows seem to move with a life of their own, whispering secrets of creation and destruction. In one corner of the plant, you find a chemist working late into the night, his lab coat stained and his eyes focused on a series of test tubes and beakers. His movements are precise and methodical, a stark contrast to the chaos that surrounds him. The chemist's face is illuminated by the pale light of a single bulb, casting sharp shadows that accentuate the intensity of his concentration. He works in silence, the only sound the occasional clink of glass against metal. The control room, perched above the main floor, offers a panoramic view of the entire operation. From here, the complexity of Ace Chemicals becomes clear. A vast, interconnected network of pipes, tanks, and conveyors, all working in a delicate balance. The control panels are a bewildering array of switches, dials, and gauges, each one a vital component in the alchemy of industry. The room is dimly lit, the glow of the instruments casting a ghostly light on the faces of the operators who monitor the process with unwavering attention. Outside, the yard is a chaotic expanse of discarded machinery and forgotten projects. Piles of rusting metal and broken equipment create a landscape of industrial decay, a graveyard of failed experiments and obsolete technology. The ground is uneven, littered with debris and the occasional puddle of stagnant water, its surface iridescent with chemical residue. As you walk through the yard, the sense of isolation grows. The distant sounds of the city are muffled here, replaced by the constant hum of the factory and the occasional creak of settling metal. The air is thick with the smell of oil and ozone, a reminder of the transformative power of industry. The shadows are deeper, the darkness more profound, as if Ace Chemicals exists in a world apart from the rest of Gotham. The journey through Ace Chemicals is a journey through Gotham's industrial soul, a place where science and madness intersect, and where the past and present are inextricably linked. As you mount your motorcycle and ride away, the factory fades into the haze, its looming structures swallowed by the night. The road ahead leads you back towards the heart of the city, where the next chapter of your journey awaits. The echoes of Ace Chemicals linger in your mind, a reminder of the alchemical forces that shape Gotham's destiny and the thin line between creation and chaos. The journey from Ace Chemicals to Gotham Clock Tower takes you through the heart of the city, where the streets are a tapestry of history and progress, each building a chapter in Gotham's complex narrative. The air is crisp and cool, the night sky clear and dotted with stars. Your motorcycle glides through the urban labyrinth, the engines purr a comforting constant against the backdrop of distant city sounds. Gotham Clock Tower rises above the cityscape like a timeless sentinel, its majestic form silhouetted against the night sky. The tower, with its intricate stonework and towering spire, is a masterpiece of Gothic architecture. Its presence is both reassuring and ominous, a reminder of the relentless passage of time. and the enduring spirit of Gotham. As you approach, the clock tower's great face comes into view, its hands moving with a deliberate, inexorable grace. The Roman numerals are large and ornate, each one a testament to the craftsmanship of a bygone era. The clock's mechanisms, hidden behind the fire, tick with a steady rhythm, a heartbeat that resonates through the surrounding air. You park your motorcycle at the base of the tower, the engine's rumble fading into the night. The entrance to the clock tower is an arched doorway, framed by elaborate carvings that depict scenes of myth and legend. The heavy wooden door opens with a creak, revealing a narrow staircase that spirals upwards into the darkness. The air inside is cool and dry, carrying the faint scent of aged wood and stone. As you ascend the staircase, the sound of your footsteps echoes off the walls, a solitary melody that accompanies your journey. The stairs are worn from centuries of use, each step a reminder of the countless souls who have climbed this path before you. The narrow windows along the way offer glimpses of the city below, the lights of Gotham twinkling like a sea of stars. Reaching the top of the tower, you step into the clock room, a vast space dominated by the inner workings of the clock. The room is filled with the steady, rhythmic ticking of gears and the soft whir of mechanisms in motion. The walls are lined with shelves of old books and ledgers, each one a record of the clock's meticulous maintenance over the years. In the center of the room stands Barbara Gordon, known to many as Oracle. Her presence here is a blend of tranquility and intensity, her eyes focused on the array of computer screens and communication devices that surround her. Barbara's gaze is both thoughtful and vigilant, a testament to her role as the city's silent guardian. Barbara's workstation is a mix of old and new, the ancient gears of the clock juxtaposed with the sleek, modern technology she uses to monitor Gotham's pulse. Her fingers move deftly over the keyboard, her attention shifting seamlessly between the screens and the vast expanse of the city beyond the windows. The light from the monitors casts a soft glow on her face, highlighting the determination in her eyes. As you observe, Barbara pauses to glance out the window, her expression contemplative. The view from the clock tower is breathtaking, a panoramic vista of Gotham City in all its nocturnal splendor. The streets below are a web of light and shadow, the buildings rising like monuments to the city's resilience and ambition. The great clock face is an awe-inspiring sight from within, its inner workings a marvel of engineering and artistry. The pendulum swings with a hypnotic grace, each movement a testament to the precision and care that keeps the clock in perfect time. The gears turn with a steady rhythm, their interlocking teeth a symbol of the interconnectedness of time and life. Barbara turns back to her screens, her focus once again on the task at hand. The room is filled with the soft hum of computers and the occasional beep of incoming information. Each piece of data is a thread in the intricate tapestry of Gotham's story, and Barbara weaves them together with skill and dedication. The clock tower itself is a character in this narrative, its ancient stones imbued with the history of the city. The walls are adorned with plaques and mementos, each one a tribute to the generations of clockkeepers who have tended to this magnificent timepiece. The floor is a mosaic of worn tiles, their patterns a subtle reminder of the passage of time. As you prepare to leave, the great bell tolls the hour, its deep, resonant chime echoing through the tower and out into the night. The sound is both solemn and reassuring, a reminder that time marches on, even in the face of darkness. The clock tower stands as a beacon of constancy, its steady ticking a counterpoint to the chaos of the city below. Descending the staircase, you feel the weight of the clock tower's history and its role as a guardian of time. Each step brings you closer to the world below, where the next chapter of your journey awaits. The night air is cool and refreshing as you step outside, the city's lights shimmering in the distance. Mounting your motorcycle, you take one last look at Gotham Clock Tower, its spire reaching towards the heavens, a symbol of endurance and hope. The engine roars to life, and you ride away, the road stretching out before you. The echoes of the clock tower's chimes linger in your mind, a reminder of the delicate balance between time and eternity, and the enduring spirit of Gotham City. The journey from Gotham Clock Tower to the Iceberg Lounge takes you through the beating heart of Gotham's nightlife, where the city's pulse quickens with the excitement of the evening. The streets are alive with a kaleidoscope of lights and sounds, a stark contrast to the solemn tranquility of the clock tower. Your motorcycle weaves through the bustling avenues, its engine a steady growl beneath the symphony of urban life. The Iceberg Lounge rises ahead, a beacon of opulence and decadence amidst the urban sprawl. The exterior of the building is a masterpiece of Art Deco design, its sleek lines and elegant curves illuminated by soft, blue lights that evoke the cool allure of an Arctic night. The large, frosted glass doors bear the emblem of a majestic iceberg, hinting at the icy splendor within. As you park and approach the entrance, the murmur of conversation and the clink of glasses grow louder, blending into a harmonious prelude to the evening's symphony. The doorman, impeccably dressed in a tailored suit, nods as he opens the door, allowing you to step into a world of refined elegance and hidden dangers. Inside, the Iceberg Lounge is a realm of dark, glittering beauty. The main room is vast and open, dominated by a large crystal chandelier that casts shimmering light across the polished marble floor. The walls are adorned with intricate murals of polar landscapes, their icy blues and silvers adding to the ethereal ambience. The bar, a sweeping arc of glass and steel, is lined with bottles that reflect the light in a dazzling array of colors. At the center of this opulent stage is Oswald Cobblepot, known to most as the Penguin. He stands behind the bar, his posture exuding confidence and control, his sharp eyes ever watchful. Dressed in a tailored suit that accentuates his rotund figure, he moves with surprising grace, his hands deftly mixing drinks while his gaze sweeps the room. His presence is magnetic, drawing the attention of patrons and staff alike. The patrons of the Iceberg Lounge are a study in contrasts. Wealthy socialites draped in expensive fabrics and adorned with glittering jewels sit at tables or lounge on plush, velvet sofa. Their laughter and conversation blend into a soft, melodious hum, a backdrop to the subtle tensions that underlay the evening's glamour. Businessmen and politicians, their faces marked by the strain of power and ambition, engage in hushed discussions, their words lost in the ambient noise. In the shadows, less conspicuous figures move with practiced ease, men and women whose sharp eyes and quick movements speak of lives lived on the edge. They blend into the background, their presence a reminder of the darker undercurrents that flow beneath the surface of the Iceberg Lounge's elegance. The juxtaposition of luxury and menace creates a tantalizing tension, a dance of light and shadow that defines the atmosphere of the place. A jazz band plays softly in the corner, the sultry notes of the saxophone weaving through the air like smoke. The music adds a layer of sophistication to the room, its rhythms soothing and hypnotic. The band members, dressed in classic black suits, are absorbed in their performance, their expressions a mix of concentration and passion. As you move through the lounge, you notice the details that make this place so unique. The ice sculptures, delicate and fleeting, catching the light and refracting it into 1,000 rainbow shards. The waitstaff gliding gracefully among the tables, their movements synchronized and seamless. The scent of fine cigars and expensive perfumes mingling in the air, creating a heady, intoxicating blend. In a private booth, you see a familiar figure. Selina Kyle, known to some as Catwoman. She reclines with feline grace, her eyes sparkling with mischief and intelligence as she sips a martini. Her presence here adds an element of unpredictability, a reminder that the Iceberg Lounge is a gathering place for Gotham's most intriguing characters. You make your way to the bar, where Oswald Cobblepot acknowledges you with a nod. His voice is smooth and urbane as he greets you, his manner that of a gracious host welcoming a valued guest. He mixes a drink with practiced ease, sliding it across the bar with a flourish. The liquid catches the light, a jewel-like concoction that promises both delight and danger. As you sip the drink, you take in the scene around you. The Iceberg Lounge is a microcosm of Gotham itself, a place where beauty and danger coexist in a delicate balance. The elegant decor, the sophisticated patrons, and the undercurrent of tension all contribute to the unique ambience of this place. It is a sanctuary of luxury amidst the chaos of the city, yet it holds its own secrets and perils. The evening wears on, the lounge filling with the hum of conversation and the soft strains of music. The atmosphere is intoxicating, a blend of elegance and edge that captures the essence of Gotham. As you prepare to leave, the memories of the Iceberg Lounge linger, a reminder of the city's complex and multifaceted nature. Stepping back into the cool night air, you mount your motorcycle and start the engine. The Iceberg Lounge fades into the distance as you ride away, its lights a beacon against the dark Gotham skyline. The road ahead is long and winding, leading you back into the heart of the city, where the final chapter of your journey awaits. The echoes of the lounge's music and laughter follow you, a testament to the indelible mark this place has left on your soul. The journey from the Iceberg Lounge to the Falcone Crime Family Mansion takes you away from the bustling heart of Gotham to a secluded enclave on the outskirts of the city. The streets grow quieter, the lights dimmer, as you navigate through the winding roads that lead to the mansion. The night air is crisp and still, the stars hidden behind a veil of clouds, casting the world in a somber twilight. Falcone Mansion emerges from the darkness like a grand, brooding fortress. The estate is surrounded by high stone walls, their surfaces weathered by time and covered in creeping ivy. At the entrance, a pair of wrought iron gates stands tall and imposing, their intricate designs a testament to both craftsmanship and power. The gates creak open slowly, granting you passage into the domain of Gotham's most infamous crime family. As you ride up the long, winding driveway, the mansion itself comes into view. It is an edifice of old-world elegance, with its grand columns, tall windows, and ornate stonework. The building is bathed in a soft golden light that spills from the windows, casting long shadows across the manicured lawns. The air is filled with the faint scent of roses from the garden, mingling with the earthy aroma of the surrounding forest. You park your motorcycle near the entrance and take a moment to absorb the atmosphere. The mansion is eerily quiet, its grandeur a stark contrast to the city's constant hum. The silence is broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves and the distant hoot of an owl, creating a sense of isolation that is both peaceful and unnerving. Entering the mansion, you are greeted by an opulent foyer, its marble floors gleaming under the light of a massive crystal chandelier. The walls are adorned with rich tapestries and portraits of the Falcone family, each face a silent testament to their legacy of power and influence. The air inside is cool and carries the faint scent of aged wood and leather, a reminder of the mansion's storied past. Carmine Falcone, the patriarch of the family, stands at the far end of the foyer, his imposing figure framed by the elegant surroundings. He is a man of advanced years, his face lined with the passage of time, yet his eyes remain sharp and calculating. Falcone exudes an aura of authority and command, his presence a reminder of the iron grip he holds over Gotham's underworld. As you follow Falcone through the mansion, the opulence of the place becomes even more apparent. The grand staircase, with its intricately carved banister, leads to the upper floors where the family's private quarters lie. The walls are lined with priceless works of art, each piece carefully curated to reflect the family's taste and wealth. The floors are covered with thick, luxurious carpets that muffle your footsteps, adding to the air of hushed reverence. In the drawing room, a grand fireplace crackles with a gentle fire, casting a warm glow over the room's rich furnishings. High-backed chairs and velvet sofas are arranged in an inviting yet formal manner, their plush surfaces beckoning guests to sit and converse. The room is filled with the scent of burning wood and the faint aroma of cigars, a combination that speaks of both comfort and power. Falcone gestures for you to sit as he takes a seat behind a large mahogany desk. The desk is covered with neatly stacked papers and ledgers, a testament to the meticulous nature of his operations. Behind him, a large window offers a view of the sprawling gardens, their beauty a stark contrast to the dark dealings that occur within these walls. As Falcone begins to speak, his voice is smooth and measured, each word carefully chosen. He discusses the complexities of maintaining power in a city as chaotic as Gotham, the delicate balance between fear and respect that keeps his empire intact. His words are laced with a quiet menace, a reminder of the ruthlessness that underpins his reign. Throughout the conversation, the mansion's atmosphere remains calm and serene, a deceptive veil over the brutal realities of the Falcone Empire. The opulence of the surroundings, the quiet elegance of the decor, all serve to mask the darker truths that lie beneath the surface. Leaving the drawing room, you make your way through the rest of the mansion. The dining hall, with its long, polished table and high-backed chairs, speaks of grand feasts and private meeting. The library, filled with rows upon rows of leather-bound books, is a sanctuary of knowledge and contemplation. Each room tells a story of wealth and power, of a family that has shaped the destiny of Gotham for generations. As you step back outside, the night air is a welcome contrast to the mansion's cloistered atmosphere. The moon has emerged from behind the clouds, casting a silvery light over the estate. The gardens, with their carefully tended flowers and winding paths, are a picture of tranquility, their beauty belying the mansion's dark legacy. Mounting your motorcycle, you take one last look at Falcone Mansion, its grand facade bathed in moonlight. The road ahead leads you back towards the heart of Gotham, where the echoes of your journey resonate with the city's timeless struggle between light and darkness. The engine roars to life and you ride away, the mansion fading into the distance. The memories of your journey through Gotham's most iconic landmarks linger in your mind, a tapestry of sights and sounds, of beauty and menace. Each place you have visited tells a part of the city's story, a story that is as complex and multifaceted as Gotham itself. As the city lights come into view, you reflect on the journey, the people you have encountered, and the places you have seen. Gotham is a city of contrasts, a place where the past and present coexist in a delicate balance. Your journey has taken you through the shadows and the light, revealing the intricate tapestry that makes Gotham the city it is. The road stretches out before you, leading you back into the heart of the city, where new adventures and new stories await. The night is calm and quiet, the city's heartbeat a steady rhythm that guides you home. Our journey through Gotham has come to an end. If these tales have captivated your imagination, please remember to like and subscribe for more adventures into the night. Until next time, this is Mooncat signing off.